and thanks for watching this video. I haven't made an update on all the reptiles in a while, so I thought I should make one. I actually got this new 75-gallon front opening cage for the jeweled lacerdas. If you remember, I used to have them in a 75-gallon, but it didn't open from the front, it opened from the top. And it was really difficult to interact with them at all and do anything with them. So I thought I should definitely buy this even though it was really expensive. I was able to get it, and they seem to enjoy it. It's so easy to use to feed them and give them water and hold them, and they're a lot less scared of me putting my hand in here than they were when I would put my hand in from the top. I did like the setup I had for them before. If you remember, it had live plants, and it really was beautiful in my opinion, but I just can't have live plants in with them. Since I am breeding them, I have to dig around in here looking for eggs every once in a while, and I would always end up tearing up all the plants, and also they would tear up the plants when they would dig in their burrows. So the thing I'm most excited about is in here. This is my reptile room. Well, it's a closet, but it counts as a room. And I was able to help my dad build this rack system so I can have all my aquariums up on it. This right here is Boof and Smek's 75-gallon aquarium. This used to be the jeweled lacerdas aquarium, and the toads are loving it. I used to have them in a 6-foot by 4-foot outdoor cage, but since it's getting cold outside, I wanted to bring them inside. I'm not sure if I'll bring them back outside in the summer, but for now, they've been enjoying this. Even though toads are very destructive and trample on everything, they seem to be doing okay with these live plants. So another new thing that I've been working on is I've been successfully able to breed superworms. So I have this little setup where the beetles live in here, and so they're breeding in here, they'll lay eggs in here, and then once the eggs hatch and I have superworms, I'll move the beetles into a different shelf. So right here I have some superworms that hatched a while ago, so they're a little larger. Still small though. You can see one there. And this is super exciting because superworms, they aren't super cheap and it adds up. And so when I'm able to breed them, this will really help with costs. Down here I have some, these are quite a few months old. So they are close to being ready to be fed. There's a lot of them in here. And let me know if you want me to make a video of how I did this. There's already quite a few videos out there that helped me do it, but I can always make one. So this has been interesting. I've been growing this huge lion's mane mushroom, and I got it as a grow kit for Christmas, actually, an early Christmas present. And I'm so excited to grow this, even though I don't like how lion's mane tastes. They're really healthy and it's fun to grow. And this here is just some storage for supplies. I got my tweezers hanging up right there, some paper towel, my spray bottle mister. And over here I have 10 gallons for the baby Crested Geckos. And I might have said this before, but I am starting to narrow down the amount of geckos I have because I'm wanting to kind of slow down on breeding them. There's just so many Crested Gecko breeders, which makes it difficult for me to sell. And also, I've never really been super into Crested Geckos. I have Cole hanging out in this 10-gallon tall. I'd like to give him something bigger, so I've been upgrading the sizes of all my aquariums, and I'm trying to switch to all front opening. But here he is. He's a Dalmatian. All of his offspring have been Dalmatian and close to Super Dalmatian, so he really has good lineage there. Here's my newest Crested Gecko I got last summer at Repticon. I still don't have a name for him yet because I've just been out of names lately. It's been very hard for me to think of names. So, still have to think about a name for him, but he is very cute. Over in this Exoterra, I have my 3 females that I've hatched from eggs. This is Euphrates, and back here I have Hibiscus. So Euphrates and Egypt are both Tigris's babies, and Hibiscus back there is Iris's. This is Egypt, and Egypt looks almost identical, maybe even better pattern than her mom Tigress. I actually ended up rehoming Tigress because I'm trying to narrow down the amount of geckos I have. And I just thought how Egypt looks so similar to Tigress. So I thought I would just rehome Tigress, even though I do miss her. In here I have Mango and her mom Iris. They really get along well together, and they're doing so great in here. These two are some of my favorite geckos. They're so tame, easy to hold, and they're just so cute, and I love them. This is Mango here. She is Cole and Iris's baby. Actually, the first baby gecko I've ever hatched. And that's Iris, my first gecko I've ever gotten. I'd like to make all 3 of these exoteras here bioactive and get them live planted and put isopods and springtails. But for now, this is what they have. And then right here, I have this little baby that I will be keeping. I almost think that this little guy is a male, but almost all of the geckos I've hatched end up being female, so I'm not sure. And then this is one of Tigress's babies that I will be selling at the next Repticon I will be vending at. And here is their roommate. In the next 10-gallon, I have this little guy, who is also a Tigress baby. And this little one. He has some shed on his head. Okay, and then Nebula. Nebula, my Madagascar rain frog, is hanging out in here, and I've kept this setup, so I'm happy about that because I always change things around, so I'm glad that this setup has been working. I'm glad I was able to get the waterfall to work again because it had mud all in it and it was not working last time. And then we have Rico over here. Of course, he has a huge setup right here. I also have this perch for him right here. I made that thing, as you can tell. It's kind of disgusting, but it works and he likes it. And regular perches are so much money, so. And I got him a new travel cage, so I'm happy about that because he does a lot of traveling with us. As you can see, he's very eager to train, as always. And here, this is an aquarium that I made. You can tell the background needs some help. The whole thing is a work in progress. I'd like to get it fully planted, but this is where the hermit crabs have been staying. I believe it's a 30-gallon. Okay, and then last but not least, these guys as babies, I will show you. So I did have a video on their new setup and an update on the babies, so you can watch that if you want to hear more about them. But they are all doing really well, and they are so fun to feed and take care of. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate you. And don't forget, I have some merch for sale. Here I'm wearing the Cute Frog hoodie, and you can get it in all different colors, not just pink, but I like it like this. It is drawn by me, so it's not perfect, but I think it turned out nicely. It's very soft, very nice. There's all sorts of designs you can check out. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.